Hey y'all. Eddie has made me aware that that y'all have questions out there for me to answer. So that's what I'm gonna do in this video. Some of you have inquired about the color.
Well, I've got some questions for you.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna ask
I'll
questions?
ask you the questions.
Oh, okay.
Those are
Okay.
your answers.
Oh. I was just gonna go right into it.
All right. Well, the first question, Teresa didn't tell me who they came from or anything, but
Well, I wish I knew who they came from,
I know.
because I would like to know who I'm talking to.
Well, I guess they'll have to speak up
Okay.
on the comment section.
Well, just let Teresa know that next time that we need
some names to go
some
with it.
names, yes, because I like being able to talk directly to that person.
All right. Well, the first question is, how do you sign up for your weekly giveaways? We have a lot of people chime in the comment section, maybe on the day that we announce the winners, and they say, "Oh my gosh, where do you even sign up to begin with?" So
All you have to do is when I reveal the Monday bundle, all you have to do is go in to that link, and you don't have to write a paragraph or anything. You can just say, "Hello, Paula," but that will get your name in the wheel.
and we usually do it anywhere between 4 p.m. and say 8 p.m. Monday.
Yes. Sometimes we get behind, but we try to do it somewhere between 4 and 5 on Monday afternoons, and the same thing for Wednesday when we announce the winners. But sometimes our day will be crazy, and we'll remember at 8:30 at night that we hadn't announced the winners. So don't ever give up on us. We are coming.
All right, the next question is, what color blue is on your kitchen cabinets?
Okay. That's the first question I was going to answer, because I thought that was it. The name of that blue that's on the island, the base of the island, and on the appliance center. Anyway, it's called Stargazer, and it's a Sherwin-Williams paint, and the number is 9635. And I have realized now that that is a y'all come on. We just shooting a little video. Michael is walking up the steps with Aunt Peggy, trying to get her up here.
Oh, how wonderful.
Oh, that was nice.
What was I saying, Eddie? I've already forgotten.
We were talking about the Stargazer blue.
Yeah, the Stargaze. Oh, I have recently found out, and flipping through magazines, that color blue is really, really popular. Really, really popular. I've seen it in a lot of magazines. So it really is a pretty color. And I decided when I saw it that I just wanted to paint mine in Michael's bedroom. Just use that color because I knew it was good. So where are you going, Mikey?
Hollis got a bus load of people on the creek house. I'm going to see.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, that's great. So Michael just said that he's going to run down to Creek House because there's a busload of folks, and Michael's going to go down there and speak to them and talk with them. That's wonderful, Mikey. Okay.
All right, the next question actually did have a name, and or maybe it's just an email name. It's Gidget13.
Gidget 13. Yeah, that's an email name.
One more thing. I love, so that other question may have come from her as well. I love your chair cushions. Would you share where you got them? My hard seats are getting to me, and these look like they don't slip around.
I'm assuming, Gidget, that this is the one that you're talking about. This is Paula Deen fabric. It's one of my fabrics with Craftmaster. I can give you the name. The pattern is Dimensions, Dimension, Dimension. And the master color is 22, and the group is 15C. But I really do have some beautiful fabrics with Craftmaster, and we are fixing to do a Roman shade in the kitchen on my double windows, and we're going to do it out of this fabric. And this is one of those fabrics that stuff just, if you spill something on it, kind of just rolls off. So this is really, if you have small children, this is a great fabric to have.
Okay, the next question comes from Mary Lee Blair, and she says, each year I ask my granddaughters to make me a list of things they want me to give them for Christmas. This year, my 9-year-old granddaughter Tegan asked me to give her cooking lessons. I have tried to teach all of them the basics. It's that special bond we share. My question is, what spices and seasonings should I introduce her to first as not to overwhelm her? She has 3 special dishes that she wants to learn that I make. Any suggestions on recipes?
Well, are those sweet or savory?
She doesn't say.
I would need to know that.
She doesn't say.
Cinnamon would be the first spice, I think, to introduce her to. Maybe cinnamon, nutmeg, those kind of spices. In fact, you could show her how you get fresh nutmeg, and you can buy the little nutmeg nuts whole at the grocery store, and you grate them, and that'll give you fresh nutmeg. And to me, that is really, really so much better than the ground nutmeg. And of course, if we're talking about savory, to me, we're talking about like my house seasoning, is salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. So to me, that's like our trinity. Hey, Mary Lee, I have written 2 cookbooks for children, and so I'm flipping through this to see if I can see what spices or seasonings that I maybe introduced the children to, because this is my very first cookbook. This is for the younger child, and I'm just looking to see. Salt and pepper, and hot sauce, if you like, is in that recipe. Salt and pepper. Naturally, salt and pepper are going to be the first seasonings you would introduce them to. So right now, that's kind of all I see in this first cookbook that I have introduced to young children. It's been a long, long time since I wrote this cookbook. It is, let me see when it was actually published. This book is for the love of my life, my grandson, Jack Linton Deen, in hopes that he too will inherit the love of the kitchen. So Jack was born. He wasn't old enough to appear on the cover of this cookbook, though. So he was young, and I can't see. Okay, 2008. 2008. So it's 13 years old, right? So Jack just turned 15 in August, so he'd have been just about 2 years old when I wrote this book. This book, you can find this in any of the Paula Deen stores, Paula Deen's Family Kitchen stores, or the Lady and Sons and Paula Deen Creek House. So, but I would think just the salt and pepper and garlic powder and onion powder would be a great 4 seasonings for savory cooking.
All right, the next question is, what is that wooden box on the table at the end of the island, and where where the frog lamp, where did the frog lamp go? So,
Well, y'all, we're constantly moving things around. So the question is the old English mahogany cutlery box. It's circa 19th century, which would have been a piece from the 1800s. So it is a couple of hundred years old, and I think it's so beautiful. I don't use it to hold knives because the knives in this day and age won't fit in the slots like they did back then. But it's just so beautiful to me to look at. And it was on the end of the counter, but now it's in the living room. And I am gonna do a tour of the living room. Been waiting to get the window treatment up. So I'm gonna be doing that tour very, very soon. And you'll discover it in the living room now.
okay, the next question is, I want to talk to Paula about what it takes to start a small business from home. I'm a widow and I work for the state but need a little extra income. I have a son going to college and I can make chicken and dressing like nobody's business. We'd like some pointers, thanks so much.
Well, what does it take to start a home business? Guts. Guts. My Aunt Peggy is sitting out here on the porch with me, and she is the only one that has any idea about the journey that I went on when I started the Bag Lady business out of my home. The first thing I did was get a business license, but they don't allow you to work from home. Most places don't, but each town is different. But if you could get out the word to people and maybe sell a pan or two of your chicken and dressing. You've got to have a little bit bigger repertoire though than that. If you make good cakes or like lasagnas or meatballs, you'll need a little bit more variety. But start with a dish that you make the best. I'll never forget the first day that Jamie and I ran a Bag Lady route. I had 50 tuna fish sandwiches to sell, and I had them wrapped in saran wrap. And by the time we got to where we were going, they were kind of smushed. But you know, they tasted really good. And we sold every one of them. But it didn't take me long to know that I was going to have a lot more variety. So it really does just take guts. And I can also suggest that you can maybe go to a church and use their kitchen that's under, that has a food permit license, because you don't want any trouble to sneak up on you from that area. So like I said, just put on your big girl panties, step out on the board and dive in.
All right.
I didn't have enough sense to know that maybe I couldn't do something, because I thought I could do anything that I set my mind to.
All right, the next question comes from Melanie Fusel.
Melanie Fusel.
And she says, I've adored you for years. You, Eddie, and Teresa are a fabulous team. Thrills me to pieces to see you on YouTube. Can't tell you how much I've loved. I keep cutting your head off, sorry.
That's all right.
I'm reading and dropping my...
It's probably worth cutting off.
How much I've loved the house renovation videos. I look every day for the grand finale, the living room. My question for Paula is, would you please share with me the exact white paint color company you used in your new home? I have guessed it might be Decorator White by Benjamin Moore. Redoing my living room, and I want the same color as you.
Okay, good. I love the color of my walls. Love them. And it's by Benjamin Moore, and it's Chantilly lace.
And you
Chantilly
did that
lace
on the
and
walls.
a pretty face. Huh?
You did it on the walls
On the
and on the
walls
trim.
and on the trim, yes. I did a flat on the walls and a semi-gloss on the woodwork. And it's OC 65. Chantilly lace and a pretty face and a that's a Buddy Holly song, isn't it?
And that's it. That's all the questions.
And that's it. That's all she read. So I can't wait to finish doing the tour. The living room will definitely be next. And then it'll take a little while to get into the other rooms because, you know, it's a work in progress every day we get up. So, and you know, I sold River Bend, my last house. I sold it furnished, so I had to start back over in collecting things. So it's been fun. It's been fun. So we'll be showing it to you soon. What can I say? Soon. Bye. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.